YouTubers, it's Layla here, and I'm here with...
Diamond Pick Gaming.
And we had a little trouble with our survival series, so we decided to do a talk show instead, and I'm here with my whiny little puppy, because he's just so fussy right now. He just wants to
And
be
my
held.
puppy is cuter. Just gonna put...
Your puppy is not cute. Look at that face. Hi, Henry. Hey, baby. He's pretty cute. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. Mwah. Okay, lay down. Okay, so we have a few topics that we're going to talk about today. Our first one, I just seen Batman versus Superman. This is going to be like a movie, video game, talk show today. So, I'm going to talk about...
And for the record...
Huh?
For the record, Layla has all the questions and the topics we're going to be talking about, and I don't. So I'm just going to be put on the spot the entire time.
Yeah.
As always, everything I do happens to be unscripted with Layla. Layla has the script for everything, and I'm just here kind of just
Do you hear my
surviving along. My whole life is a survival mode.
True story. But he doesn't die a lot.
Yeah, unlike her.
Our
Anyway.
follicles. Why is my puppy so upset?
I don't know. Anyway,
People aren't doing their job. Good.
he wants to be in the talk show.
Okay, so I just went and saw Batman versus Superman, and everybody like hyped it up for me. Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, this is gonna be such a good movie! It's so awesome! I'm so excited to see it." So I like went to the theater, and I'm like pumped. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm so excited to see this! It's gonna be awesome!" And it did not meet my expectations at all. Like at all.
Honestly,
yeah.
I think the idea of having two superheroes fight is just, I mean, it makes it hard to have a villain and a hero when your whole life you've grown up to have two heroes in the movie, and then you're like, wait, which one's the hero now? I don't know. It never made for a good movie. Like, when I first heard of it, the first thing that sparked to my mind is this is going to be stupid. I was like, I hope the directors don't hear me, but...
Like, I loved the last, like, half hour, 45 minutes. I feel like the whole front of the movie was just a backstory to set up for the Justice League. That's, like, my opinion. If you've seen it, tell me what you think, too. I mean, it was a lot of weird stuff. A lot of times I'm like, what is going on? How is this relevant? And then when Wonder Woman does come in, I mean, a lot of people know that. When she comes in, then, like, the movie, like, actually starts. I feel like they could have started the movie when Wonder Woman actually got there and started it from there, because everything else, I feel, was, like, fluff. And I get it, they had to build the background story, but I feel like they could have put more relevant...
There's a lot of movies like that where you watch it and they're like, the actual movie starts 10 minutes from the end, and that the entire movie just pans out those last 10 minutes, and the entire hour and 20 minutes you were watching the movie for is just complete nothingness. And just, yeah. We should also add a disclosure that there's probably going to be a lot of spoilers in this talk show, so watch at your own risk.
I mean, some things people will already know or won't care to be spoiled, but I'm not going to spoil anything that
anyway, in your honest opinion, I haven't watched Batman vs Superman. Is it worth wasting my money on?
I would say yes, but lower your expectations because the end is really good.
So what if I buy tickets to Batman vs Superman and I go watch another movie and then I only turn up to the last 20 minutes of Batman vs Superman?
No,
Can I do that?
There is a backstory. I just felt like a lot of the time I'm like, okay, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
And I really want to see the Justice League. So if you want to see the Justice League, I would still suggest going to see this movie because
is it action packed? I haven't even seen the trailer. Is it action packed? Is it what's it like?
I haven't seen the Justice League trailer. I just saw the picture and it looks pretty cool.
What about the Batman vs Superman one? Is that action packed or?
Yes, it is.
Yeah?
Like, but I have some problems with it.
Yeah.
Ugh. So that's just my little nugget. That's just my opinion. I would say go see it, but I mean, I think people hyped it up for me way too much. People are like, "Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. You need to see this movie." And I'm like expecting some epic, crazy, blow my socks away, and I was mildly impressed. At the end, it was pretty good, but
well, let us know what you think, guys. If you've seen the video, comment below. Let us know your opinion on it. But I don't think Layla was too impressed. I
was mildly amused.
She should be a critic.
I got a lot of opinions. Oh, and like there are so many good movies I am excited to see. Like, literally, Friday, I sat through 3 movies in the movie theater because there were so many out that I wanted to see, and I wanted to get them all in. So I went to see Batman vs. Superman, Zootopia, which I seen for a second time, and God is Not Dead 2, which I love that. There's so much we don't know, and, like, even the philosophical side of things just fascinates me. So
I watched the other day Huntsman, The Winter's something.
I want to see that.
I couldn't remember the first one. I was very confused though because as you said, it was meant to be a prequel, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then as it panned out, like, not to spoil anything, but Snow White ended up being in the movie, which means it no longer was a prequel. It ended up being present, yeah.
Yeah, it was probably like a before to now.
But then the Huntsman is not dating Snow White, so it doesn't make sense because in the previous movie, like, I'm sorry for the spoilers, but
no,
no, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm saying in the first movie, he's obviously with Snow White, but then in the second movie, he's not.
Is it still Kristen Stewart?
It is. No, wait, yeah, I'm bad with actors. It's the guy that did
She
Saw.
played in Twilight.
Oh, okay, you mean the girl? Yeah. Yes,
I
it's
cannot
her.
stand her. I can't stand her. She's awkward and weird, and her acting.
Well, you don't
is, like,
see her much. I think you
watch.
see her once. I think there's one scene with Snow White in it.
That's gonna be a good movie. Because oh my gosh, like I don't dislike a lot of actors, but I cannot stand her. And you guys should tell me if you feel the same way, because it's like painful to watch her act. It's like, oh.
I don't know. I've seen her in a horror movie. I can't remember one with crows. You don't watch horror, do you? I can't remember. I'm really bad with names. But it was she wasn't bad in that movie though. It was a horror movie with crows and a bunch of stuff. Anyway, how excited are you for Civil War, Captain America Civil War?
If you haven't seen the trailer, we're spoiling the trailer. So
we are definitely spoiling
the trailer. Pause the video. Go watch the trailer. Okay.
I'm gonna put a link in the description to the trailer.
Yeah. Okay. We talked about this before we started our talk show. At the exact same moment when Iron Man is facing Captain America, the war is between them two, and they have people on each side. And so the moment that I don't even remember what do you remember what Iron Man says?
No. Oh yeah. He's like, something along the lines of, "I don't want to deal with this."
Yeah. Or Captain America's like, "We don't need to do this," or something.
And out of nowhere, finally, a long lost friend of ours, Marvel character that should have been in them a long time ago, Spider-Man. I'm sorry, I didn't know whether you wanted to say it or I wanted to, but Spider-Man
down, snatches Captain America's shield, and he's like, "What's up, guys?"
And who do you reckon the actor is? Because we don't see him. Who do you reckon he's playing Spider-Man?
I have no idea, but I don't know why they didn't like the last Spider-Man. I thought he was a great Spider-Man, and I'm like, he was British, he was good-looking, like,
are you talking about the very first Spider-Man that came out? The one with...
I think it's called The Amazing Spider-Man.
Is that the one you like?
Yeah, I don't like the old... I don't like the old Spider-Man.
I like the old Spider-Man. I was pretty disappointed with the new Spider-Man. I don't know.
I like the new Spider-Man.
You know what? Because the whole point of Spider-Man is that he gets bit by a spider. Mm-hmm. The whole fact that the new Spider-Man, he had to create his own spider web kind of defeats the whole purpose. I was very disappointed in that.
It makes him more practical.
I guess, but they kind of made him like Batman because he doesn't have a superpower and he just created his own power sort of thing. I don't know. But yeah, I wonder who it is. I wonder if it's the actor from the old Spider-Man, the actor from the Amazing Spider-Man, or whether it's a whole new actor altogether.
Well, they're remaking the Spider-Man once again with a new character.
I was actually very disappointed with what his costume looked like. It was way too red.
I thought it was like
really
childish.
Cartoony. Yeah, I
felt like it didn't have dimension on it. I felt like it was all one thing. It looked like it was It looked like a printed T-shirt. It didn't have like the grooves. I mean, if you've seen Batman versus Superman, like Superman's logo in his costume, it has depth. It has dimension. It looks like something that costed a lot of money and something that would actually be used by a superhero. And I feel like Spider-Man was in his pajamas.
Which, mind you guys, I have been talking bad about the Spider-Man, Superman both being heroes and fighting, and it's going to be a bad movie, but that does not apply to Civil War. Civil War has two heroes fighting, but I'm totally okay
But
with
it's
that.
like we already know that Captain America and Iron Man do not see eye to eye.
Oh,
We
exactly.
already know
That's
that.
what
We
makes it
already know
good.
that Iron
Because,
Man's a hothead and Captain
okay,
America's the shining knight.
who do you go for, and who do you want to win?
I like Captain America. I really do.
I agree with you. I
I
agree with
really
you.
do.
Captain America has always been the one to kind of like Iron Man has the like if you have you watched the Iron Man series like on its own?
Yep.
Half the time he starts his own battles.
Well,
He's
yeah, he
cleaning up
just
his own mess.
challenged that one guy to come to his house and then almost killed Pepper.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah,
Captain
he's
America.
a
But
hothead.
anyway,
It's like if you had to pick one superhero to save your life and to protect you, who would you pick? Captain America or Iron Man?
no, I'd definitely pick Captain America.
Yeah. I'd rather have Captain
I'd pick
America
Iron
standing
Man
right
if I
next to
wanted
me
my
than
life to
Iron
be in
Man being
danger.
like, "What was that? What'd you say?" And then just leave and like have a bro war.
You know, I'd pick Iron Man if I wanted my life to be in danger and then be saved by him. Then I'd pick Iron Man in that case.
You needed some action in your life, some
Yeah, if
stress.
my life is dull, then I'll be like, hey, Iron Man, But no, I'm actually really excited for it. I'm really excited to see Spider-Man in it. My girlfriend, actually, she was disappointed to see Spider-Man in it. Her quote was, she said that Spider-Man does not belong in the Avengers.
I think she was just conditioned that way. I mean,
I don't know.
if
I
you're
kind of agree
used to
with her
them,
though.
like he wasn't
I
in the Avengers at first. So I mean, I guess I could see it like if you're already used to him not being there and then all
but
of a sudden,
I think it's more of a in her opinion, and kind of I'm a bit parted with this decision, but he's not Avengers, like he's not like, how do I say this? Like his powers are not Avengers worthy. If you get what I'm saying. I mean, you've got Captain America, which is like obviously super strong, has an awesome shield, etc. Then you've got Iron Man, which is like total tech gadget. You've got the Hulk, which is just a beast.
but then if you look
And
at like Black Widow, she has no superpowers at all. She
yeah, she
just can
doesn't, but
kick
she's
butt.
still yeah, but she kicks butt. I don't know. I'm definitely 100% happy to see Spider-Man in it. I've been waiting for this for ages. Literally,
I guess if you look at it like, well, Wonder Woman is. I have a little girl crush on Wonder Woman. She's awesome. She's awesome. But if you
I
think
haven't
about, she
actually
has a rope. She has a lasso, her rope of justice, where she traps bad guys. And it's like I feel like that's what Spider-Man is. Like he's the trap. He can trap the bad guys for the other people to get things done. And it's like without that trap, I mean, you can't blindside the enemy or get that good hit in. So I feel like he's not the main character, but he's a really good asset.
yeah, all right, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
That's
because
like
if you see
Hawkeye as
Batman
well,
versus
because
Superman and you see Wonder Woman fight, you'll get like I think that's what like
that's
Spider-Man. I think that's what
that's kind of
Spider-Man.
like Hawkeye, because Hawkeye as well. He, if you see him in the series, he doesn't really do much, but he's always just like delaying with his awesome
He's just
arrows.
a pretty
Uh,
boy who's like making love
oh yeah,
drama.
well I like he's like honestly, I love that actor. No homo, but I love that actor.
Yeah, he's
Um,
pretty good.
no, like not just his attractiveness. Oh, that sounds pretty homosexual. But like the actor in general, I love the way he acts. He's such a good actor.
Okay,
Um,
so I feel like we have so many topics. The next one is future games coming out or older games we would like to play. Still good ones.
I
Still
want to. I'm
classics.
actually. You can't see me because I don't have my webcam up. And by the way, guys, if you guys reach me to 500 subscribers, sorry for promoting, but I'll have my face in the webcam as well because right now you guys will just be seeing some stuff. I haven't decided what you'll be seeing. But I'm putting my hand up to try and speak. And between you, you should see me. I'm putting my hand up even though you can't see me. Like I'm like you're the teacher and I'm a student. Anyway,
Yes,
I'll
yes,
get this topic
Daniel.
started if you don't mind with Rachel and Clank.
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Okay, so Layla's told me that there's a new one coming out very soon. The last Ratchet
Hmm.
and Clank I played was on the PlayStation 2, and it was ages. I think it was the very first one that came out, and I used to play two-player with one of my best mates back then. And all I remember was I used to love flying. So all I remember was they were these spaceships that you could fly,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just all me and him would do. We'd have these dogfights with these big spaceships just flying at each other, and that's I actually never played the single player mode.
Hmm.
That's all we do. But it was awesome. So I
Yeah.
don't know what to expect now. I mean, there's two new generations of console, and it's been I think well beyond 5 or 6 years since I like the Ratchet and Clank I was playing. I don't know what to expect from it. Like I haven't even seen the trailer from it, but I wonder how
I
many
haven't either.
improvements. Have you seen the trailer?
I haven't. But I'm like, I haven't played the Ratchet and Clank Future. I think it's the Crack in Time. That one. I haven't played that one yet. I think I played 1 and 2.
I think I
Um,
would have played one.
I think I remember one the best. I don't know if I'm like my '90s
It
era
was an
is just
awesome game though. It was an
yeah.
awesome game. Like the story behind it, it's
I like the
the
weapons. Oh, I love turning things into chickens.
yeah, well the weapons were amazing. Like I think
Yeah.
honestly it would have been one of the best games on PlayStation 2.
Except for Spyro.
Yeah, okay. Well, but Spyro was on PlayStation 1, wasn't it?
I think Ripto's Rage Spyro 2, I think that was PlayStation 2.
I never played Spyro 2. I played Spyro 1 on PlayStation
Oh,
1.
Spyro 2. I was so sad. I like set out a whole time segment where I'm just like, I'm just gonna binge on Spyro. I'm just gonna play this world, get my fix. I beat it in a day.
Oh.
In my
Oh wait.
day. And I'm like, this was
Okay,
so
okay.
hard when I
Let's
was
go
a
through.
kid. And it's like,
Did you have a PlayStation 1?
I had a PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and now I have a PlayStation 4.
Alright, let's go through all the games we've played on PlayStation 1.
Oi, I don't remember. Was Sly Cooper on PlayStation 1?
I don't even know what Sly Cooper is. The games I used to play was Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, obviously. Croc. Have you ever played Croc?
That sounds. I think I didn't play it a lot, but I'm pretty sure I played it because I'm
It
pretty
was the
sure I remember
most
having that
annoying
game.
typical arcade game ever. Used to
Oh,
hate it.
maybe not. I
You know,
remember a
it
little
was kind of.
crocodile.
Sorry?
I remember a game with a little crocodile, but I think it's different.
It probably was that one. It probably was. I just remember. Man, it kind of was like I don't know. This was ages ago, but it's kind of like Super Mario, but in a 3D world, and you just have to jump on people and kill them, and you just gotta go collect points and etc. I'm speaking. I think it's been 13 years since I've played it. What else? We had Crash Bandicoot.
I had a
Uh,
Sega before I had a PlayStation 1.
I actually know my PlayStation 1 was the first console I ever had,
Well, you're
and
younger than me too.
yeah, well that does. Yeah, that. But my friends used to have a GameCube and a
Mm,
Nintendo,
mm.
which I think
Oh.
was um. Anyway, so I'm on the PlayStation 3 and you're on the PlayStation 4. So I think we have to do a little bit of a comparison here and
Oh
help us out in the comments below.
gosh. Okay.
PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4. I'll tell you
I
straight away, the one
uh,
thing I dislike, sorry to interrupt, was the fact that they turned into Xbox. The reason I've never played Xbox, okay, to be entirely honest with you, I'm sorry PlayStation users, but I prefer the Xbox controller. Okay, the Xbox controller, it feels a lot more comfortable in the hand. I'm just gonna say that. But the only reason I never purchased an Xbox, yeah, don't I can see you on the screen saying no. Yes.
I forgot you can see my screen. Dang
um,
it.
the only reason I never purchased an Xbox was because you had to you had to pay to play online.
Yep,
And I
exactly.
think that's stupid because you already have to pay for your internet provider, and having to pay to play online just makes
And
it
you already
stupid.
buy the console.
That's it. So I
And
always preferred PlayStation.
I have a
And
pet
now,
peeve is that on the PlayStation, I was looking up, I was trying to find old games that I like to play. So I typed in Ratchet and Clank and I seen the future Crack in Time. You cannot buy that game. I couldn't find, like, I don't know if you can. I couldn't find it. It said I could rent it or I had to get a 7-day free subscription to their subscribe now PlayStation thing where you have to pay $20 a month and you get a bunch of games, but it's like, what if I only want to buy one game? I'm like, I don't want to pay the $19 a month that doesn't make sense. I mean, it makes sense if people are playing tons of different games and they're just racking them all out and making videos of all these different games. It makes sense when you're a YouTuber, but it's like for somebody who just wants to like recreationally play something, I'm like, I'm pretty sure GameFly is cheaper. But I don't know.
And,
I don't think GameFly has PlayStation 4 games yet, or if they
well,
do,
it
I have no
sounds like
idea.
all a bit. Honestly, PlayStation 4 sounds like to me it's just they've just decided to
A
rack up a
money
crap ton of money
hole. Yeah.
because you have to pay for online. They've obviously know the fact that people are going to start missing the old games. I mean, it happens to everybody. Everybody wants to start reminiscing and playing old games. And so
Yep.
now, I didn't even know this, but they made it on a subscription. Now, I don't know if that's just Ratchet and Clank or if all the old games are on a subscription.
They don't have a lot of the old games. They don't have any Spyro. They don't have any Crash Bandicoot. And then I don't need, like, they don't have the games I want. And I'm like, I mean, if they had all the Spyro, all the Crash Bandicoot, if they had all the Sly Cooper, like if they had like a bunch of other games I remember I used to play Tack, I used to play Raymond, I used to play those
Raymond!
games.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Yeah, if they had
Oh,
all those, and there's like quite a few Raymonds too. So I mean, if they had all those games, yes, but they
Raymond just
don't.
pissed me off because his arms and legs didn't connect, and I have OCD,
He's like,
and
bam,
that
bam.
frustrated me. I
Oh,
remember there was this one level in Raymond where you had to walk and there was like falling pieces of wood. That's the level I got stuck on. And to this
oh,
very day, I despise that level because I never managed to pass it. Never.
oh, Jack and Daxter. Couldn't
Nope.
forget about that game. I love that game. Jack and Daxter 1 and 2. I mean, if PlayStation wanted the people to subscribe, they need these games. They need all these games. I mean, I would subscribe if they had all those games because as a YouTuber, I can make videos of all those games and people around my age are going to remember at least half of them depending
Yeah,
on the games they
it's
played.
something you can share with. Yeah, definitely. And especially because you can't find them anywhere anymore. Like you're not gonna rock up to a bloody game store and say, "Hey, can I have Spyro?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, I've got it right here for you." Like
Yeah, that's in the
it's
PlayStation 1.
it's a little reminiscing games, and they've got all the old. They've got a little drawer with all the games that
But
you
I
could
think on
reminisce.
the PlayStation 3 store, they have all those games. I'm
You
not
know
sure
what?
about Raymond, and I'm not sure about Tack, or I'm not sure about Jack and Daxter, but I know they have PlayStation and I know they have Crash Bandicoot because I bought those games, and they were only a couple bucks.
Which is exactly my argument as to why I haven't purchased a PlayStation 4 yet. Honestly, we haven't even been comparing it. We've just been comparing like little bits and pieces.
Well,
Aside from,
I wouldn't
I'm
be a
pretty
YouTuber without my PlayStation 4
okay.
because
Yeah, I'll
it
give you
makes
that
it
because
so easy to live stream. It makes it so easy to make videos. It makes it so easy to do everything. I don't need a capture card. Like you would need a
yeah,
capture
yeah.
card, which costs
That's a very good
more
that's
money. I double click a button on my PlayStation controller and I'm recording. And then
yeah.
I just plug in a USB, drop it on there, put it into my laptop, edit it, throw it up, I'm done.
That's awesome.
So,
That would be so. I mean, I think the pros for the PlayStation 4 are what's it called? So you've got better graphics, obviously. I think your PlayStation 4 is has a better CPU, so it runs faster. Um, and you've got this feature, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other features. Like, I hate the fact that the minute they release another generation console, they stop making games for the previous generation to force you to buy the new one. That frustrates me. But I
mm,
will not fall for your way, Sony. I'm sticking with my PlayStation 3. But aside from that, I mean,
a
I
capture
love.
card is cheaper than a PlayStation 4.
Sorry.
Is that a capture card is cheaper than a PlayStation 4. So,
Yeah, so I don't have to pay for online.
mm.
I've got a crappier controller, fair enough. I mean,
And that's
the
what I
PlayStation
hate
4 controller.
too. Like if you want to create another account, like I wanted a personal account and I wanted an account for my YouTube. Because I mean when I live stream I get just flooded with friend requests and they're always like I mean I could turn off my notifications but it's like I don't want to have to like if somebody comes on and I want them to be in my live stream or if I want to know when they're on, there's no happy medium.
So wait, you're
And
telling me
so
that
I
if you
wanted to
create
have
two
two
accounts,
accounts,
you
one
have to
for
pay for each
YouTube.
one?
What?
You have to pay for each account? Is
Yes,
that
you
what you're trying to
do.
say?
You have to pay for
No
every
way.
account.
So it's not even linked to your home network? Like you just no, no way. So
So
you
I
want
would
to
have
have
to
two
pay twice as much to have another account.
no way.
And I'm like,
Sony needs to step up. I don't even like. Half the reason people never went with Xbox and half the reason Sony was up there competing with Xbox was because they didn't charge. They've just stepped to the same low level of Xbox.
yeah. Okay, so okay, like, okay, so our
25
next,
minutes in, by the way.
I know, but this is so good. This is so good. Okay, so Call of Duty versus Battlefield.
Okay, I'm a Battlefield fan, but I'm gonna give you guys stop shaking. I can still see you. I'm gonna give you guys some history. Okay, actually, I'm gonna go even. All right, I played. Okay, when I first got my PlayStation 3, I was broke. I wasn't homeless. I had a home, but I was broke. And Battlefield Bad Company, which I
Mm-hmm.
think was one of the very first Battlefields, was 14 Australian dollars. I happened to have 16 in my bank account at the time. I was like, you know what? I've got no games on the PlayStation 3. I'm playing Battlefield. And I was playing it and I absolutely enjoyed the game. I enjoyed how realistic it was.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I always wanted Call of Duty. I had my best mate that had Call of Duty, and every so often I'd go over to his house and just
Mm-hmm.
binge play Call of Duty. I used to love it. Eventually, I racked up enough money to buy Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Modern Warfare Ghosts, which I didn't
Mm-hmm.
like, but I won't get into that as of now. Probably. Anyway, and I've just been playing Call of Duty ever since until the last 3 months where I picked up Battlefield Hardline. And the only reason I picked up Battlefield Hardline, I'll give you some history on this. I'll just talk the entire time. Don't mind Layla, just sitting there looking pretty. Um, I picked up Battlefield mainly because I didn't like Modern Warfare,
Mm-hmm.
Advanced Warfare, sorry. I
I didn't
didn't
like
like
it.
it. I didn't like the trailer, and I'm like, I'm not going to waste my money on this. I didn't like Black Ops 3. I didn't like the trailer. I said, I'm not going to waste my money on this. And we'll get into that in a second. We'll get into why I didn't like Black Ops 3. And I'm like, I can't keep playing Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 2 because all the lobbies are hacked. And I'm sick of trying to shoot invisible
Mm-hmm.
people. Okay, you can't shoot invisible people, guys. And you know what pisses me off the most? There's a hack in Black Ops 2 that stops you from leaving the lobby. So you just have to sit there unless you turn your PlayStation off. You have to sit there for the entire 10 minutes or until someone reaches the score limit, just getting shot through walls. And so I'm just like, nah, I need something new, something I'll enjoy, something that keeps my feet on the floor. Unlike Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare. And so I went for Battlefield. And Hardline actually has a kind of a different thing to this war scene. Have you played Hardline?
I think I played Battlefield 3 or 2
So
or 3.
Hardline is cool because it still has the same war scene, but it's cops and robbers. They've
Mm-hmm.
kind of made it a bit different, and it's cops versus robbers, and all the game modes are the same. But instead of like, say for example, domination, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of having flags, you've got cars, and you're trying to steal a car, and so the flag is a car and you're driving it around. So it's technically like a moving flag. The flag is moving around the map and you
That's
have to
pretty
try shoot it
cool.
down. What else? You've got
Can I raise my hand? Take me.
okay, you talk, you can talk.
What? Okay, so my experience with Battlefield is horrible. The second match I played, I got in a helicopter. Couldn't drive it, couldn't figure it out. Crashed it in the middle of the ocean, and I spent the whole rest of the map swimming back. The whole rest of the
That
match
you know what, yeah, because the
swimming
maps are
back.
like really big in Battlefield. They are
It's huge. And then it's
really
like,
big.
I feel like it's a sniper map. Like, I mean, you can't hit anything unless you're sniping. And then that means you have to aim. And then, well, it's like, I have some problems with Battlefield 3. Sorry, Black Ops 3. I really love Black Ops 1. That is my favorite Black Ops of all time. But Black Ops 3 is up there too. I really love Treyarch. Treyarch's my favorite, and I don't like the Modern Warfares. I just really don't. I don't enjoy them. I like how Battlefield is set up. Or so I keep saying Battlefield. I like how Black Ops is set up. One thing I don't like that they brought in Black Ops 3 is boost jumping. I mean, that's
That's
the
exactly
one
the reason
reason
why I didn't purchase
I
it.
hate Halo. Because I'm like, everybody's like, play Halo, play Halo. You know, like my friends who have Xbox wanted me to come over and play with them. And I'm just like, I don't want to. I'm like, it's super unrealistic. You're moon jumping everywhere. And
Well,
I'm like, even if the technology did exist, our military probably wouldn't use it because you're just a floating target. I mean, I
well,
like things
Black
that
Ops was hard
are.
enough. Black Ops was hard enough when the targets were on the ground. Okay, Black Ops was hard enough when the targets were on the ground. I did not. Okay, and I rage. I rage a lot. Okay, I did not want to picture myself getting killed by targets that were flying, and I'm like, I don't want this level of rage in my life. So I took a manly decision, and I'm like, I'm not gonna rage today, and I didn't play I didn't play
But
Black Ops 3.
it gets like, I used to play core. That's all I used to play in Black Ops 1. But since wall running and boost jumping, I play hardcore. Because, I mean, you can fire from the hip and just hit the people who are coming down from the boost jump. You can aim at the people around the walls. I feel like I was so much more frustrated when I was playing it hardcore because there's no way you can get that many shots on somebody who's dropping super fast, at least in my personal experience. But when you play hardcore, I mean, you fire from the hip and they just drop. So, I mean, the boost jumping doesn't bother me as much. I don't do it personally myself. I would rather just watch my corners and sprint around the map than wall run and jump. But I think the water's pretty cool. In Black Ops 3 you can swim through water. There's a lot of water elements. I just like I play in hardcore, so it's like if you're under that water a little bit too long and you're getting your health low, you don't really you don't recover. So it's like as soon as you pop out of the water, one bullet you're down when it might have took two. Cuz of course it's hardcore, but I feel like I have more appreciation for Black Ops 3 now that I play hardcore. I feel like it kind of combats
I
all
don't
the
know.
stuff
I
that
just
would
I
piss me
can't.
off in core.
Like I can hear you out, but I just all that's going through my head is you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, and I'm just like
Yeah.
nope. I mean, okay, a good feature that I liked about Black Ops 3 was the fact that you could run on walls, but they overdid it. I mean, one, two, three steps is okay, but you can't expect me to believe that you can scale a whole freaking 24-meter building. And what are you?
And
Am
round
I
the
playing Black Ops 3
corners.
or am I watching The Matrix? That's what I'm wondering. Like, I don't know. So I went into Battlefield, and here's I've loved both games, and my honest comparison between the two is Call of Duty is an arcade game. So well, think about it. It's you level up, you level up, you get better guns, you get better guns, you get kill streaks, you get kill streaks. There's set maps, blah blah blah. Battlefield is more of a simulator. It simulates a
Okay.
war game. You are the kill streak. You hop in a helicopter, you kill the people. You are the kill streak. I
It's
like the
more
feature in
realistic.
it's more realistic. You can destroy. The one thing I can't stand about Black Ops, any of the Modern Warfare or Black Ops series, is how stable the map is. The map is just there, and apart from the glass breaking and a car blowing up, it's just constant. In Battlefield 3, there's so much engagement. You put a hole in the wall, and there's actually a hole in the wall. You shoot down a crane. I remember there's this map. It's called Downtown, and if you shoot down the crane falls and it crashes into this building, and the building collapses, and it changes the entire look of the map. And they kind of achieved that feature in. I can't remember. There was a Modern War. I think it might have been Ghost. I think it would have been Modern. Have you ever played Ghost? Ghost was the only one where the map would change around for you,
I
but it
think
was
we
kind of
had it, but I didn't play it cuz I
I
just
didn't like it. I think I played it twice and I kind of gave up. I They started implement. I liked Modern Warfare because it was basic.
mhm.
It was simple. It was not too much different from the World at War ones. It was just they've added cool features into it, but it was simple.
Mm.
With Ghost, they just like I need to compete with Black Ops, and they just gone and said, what can I add into this game? And they've just had a oh look, and I can literally imagine two folders on your computer, one saying Modern Warfare Ghost, and the other one saying a bunch of useless features, and they've just copied like 25 gigabytes of bloody useless data onto Ghost to give it so many features that it did not need. It would have been such a good game because the maps were awesome,
Mm-hmm.
the kill streaks were good,
Mm-hmm.
the classes were good,
Mm-hmm.
but the whole fact that they've added different characters, I mean, it takes me long enough to level up my one character in Modern Warfare 3. Now I have to level up five of them? No, thank you.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's just
Okay, I'll have one more point about Call of Duty, and then we'll move into our next question, and I think we'll finish this video around 45.
sounds good.
Okay, so my one thing is that I do like the specialist classes, but I just wish that I want a Black Ops where you can customize how your character looks. I mean, I remember as a kid just playing Sims just to make people who looked like me. Or look like the person I
yeah.
had a crush on. Or like, just being able to customize your character to look like yourself. I mean, I feel like people play games just to do that. Because
Just touching on that point before we end up, and guys, comment below if you agree. I mean, in my personal opinion, they've put so much effort into customizing your emblem, your gun, your everything, which,
I
okay,
love the
by all means,
emblems.
I love
The
customizing
emblems
the
are cool.
emblem, but I would much rather customize my character than the gun. If I
Yeah.
had to pick between gun and character, I would go character. I love the fact of the emblem. The emblem is amazing, and it was a feature that Modern Warfare was missing.
Yeah.
The emblem customization was, I mean, I spent hours on customizing emblems,
Me
but
too.
I would much rather have no camo on my gun and have a sick ass looking character
Well,
than.
because there's only like two classes that are girls. And it's like, I mean, it'd be nice that, like, you. I mean, I don't know. That might be a conceited thing to say, but it's not like I like people knowing I'm a girl. I just like characters that look like me. And then, like, it's kind of like in WoW how people, like, they'll be female characters, but they're not female. And it doesn't matter. I mean, I just want it to be able to, like, be like, hey, I like this. I want my character to look like me. I want to be able to kick these boys' butts and know they got schooled by a girl, Just saying. I mean, when I own that lobby, I'm just like, suck it.
You
Yes,
gotta know I'm a girl.
yeah, I'm just like, yeah, and then like they'll be like, bro, and I'm just like, no, I'm not. I'm not
I'm
a
not your bro, I'm your sis.
This not bro just kicked your butt. I just
Um,
want to shame people a little bit, just like,
that's it.
yeah, you
That's
see
it.
that? You see how many times I killed you right there? Yeah, you know
It's not
what's
Call
up.
of Duty until you receive a message from someone telling them that your
Until
mother
you
should
get
have
hate
cancer.
mail. I
Uh,
did. It's
did
fine.
you?
They're just like, you're a camper and you're a noob and I'm like, how am I a noob when I just killed you like 7 times that match? And then I was like, I can't camp worth crap because I don't have the patience to do it. And it's like I just sprint around the map, so I'm like, oh yeah, I was camping for that 3
Correct
seconds.
me
I
if I'm
stopped.
wrong, but the best compliment in any Call of Duty, whether it be Black Ops or Modern Warfare, was getting told you're a hacker, and you
Yes.
know you ain't hacking. You
I'm
know
just like,
you're not
no, these are
hacking.
my skills.
My skill itself is a hack.
I know, right?
Report me because I'm hacking with my skills.
Okay,
What's our next
so
topic?
since our both our channels are mainly Minecraft, um, what is something you like? He plays more on PC version. I play more on PS4 version. So things we would like to see happen in Minecraft PC and in Minecraft console version. Like,
Well,
what
fill
would we
me in.
like in there?
Fill me in because I don't know much about the council, like the council
Okay,
version.
so we have this we have like similar things. It's just you guys can customize things more than we can. Like with slabs, you can flip them sideways. You can put
So rude.
things where we can't really do, and you guys get patches that are different than us. Like I was just watching a YouTuber, and like the colored panes are super thin now. So when you make super thin tables, like super thin stands, super thin chair legs, like they're really tiny and really thin. And I mean, you could use them for chandeliers, you could use them for so much other things. Where it's like we don't have like our glass panes aren't that little stick, they're still the X. And I
Oh,
mean, and we
okay.
only have one color. It's just plain glass. So you guys get more stuff than we do, But there's still things I would like. I've played PC and I've seen other people play PC, and I still feel like there's more I would want to see besides.
Well, let's just all remember how long it took though for Minecraft PC to get to where it is now. And the the console version is actually quite like it's very recent.
Mhm.
So it's obviously has to have its time. I mean, I still remember playing Minecraft 1.2, and I actually, thank you to the new Minecraft launcher, I was able to go back on 1.2, and honestly,
Pick up.
memories, but I can't believe I used to play it. Like, compared to what it is now, it's so boring. But obviously, I reckon the console has to run its course, and eventually, I don't see a difference because, I mean, PC and console, unlike the Pocket Edition, on smartphones, etc. But the console and the PC have very similar specifications. So I won't be surprised if in the future the console and the PC version are exactly the same.
That like I miss like I want to customize my character. And on Minecraft for console you can't. I mean they have packages like I'm Aphrodite in the Greek mythology pack, but it's like there's only like two blonde girls.
Yeah.
Or like there's not a lot of girls and there's not a lot of pretty girls. There's not a lot of like things that like I like characters that look like me. I have a problem, I'm sorry. but
I can't stand, however, how you guys don't have recipes.
well, I actually don't like having to build out your stuff. I kind of like how if I want a pickaxe, I just need sticks and iron ore, and then it just makes it for me. I don't like it's
I think it should
unnecessary
be an
time
option.
trying to draw out all these things.
I think it should be an option. I mean,
Yeah,
in
that would
depending
be
on what I'm
nice.
doing, I might want to like rush through it. Like say for my Judgment Day series, where like not now, but eventually I'm going to be crafting and crafting. Especially when I start building my rocket to go to the moon, it's honestly going to be me crafting every 2 seconds. I might want to just be able to just go click, 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 click.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing a Let's Play or like Survival Tuesdays, for example, you know, the whole creating the recipe itself is nice, especially because if you do a survival series, half of surviving is knowing your recipes. You can't survive if you don't know your recipes. So I don't
I
know.
know,
I kind
Daniel.
of
You didn't teach me how to do anything and you just threw me
that's
in
the
there.
fun part. That's the whole reason Survival Tuesdays works. It's because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
hold shift, not hit shift.
yeah, I realize because in the console you press it, yeah, and it keeps you shift, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And then
When
you
you
told
press
me I was like, how do you crouch? And you're like, hit shift. So I hit shift.
I didn't expect you to take it so literally. And plus, you would have been able to tell from the character when you hit shift that it went down and then
I
it went
never
back
played it
up.
before.
Okay, fair enough. I'll
Hater.
get, but I still I put that like I don't know. I have a Judgment Day trailer that I've put up, and then I mean I'm putting that little clip of you just falling off that cliff in everything. It just is the most hilarious. I wasn't expecting it. You're just like, oh sweet, it's shift,
I
and you
trusted
just
you.
ran right off the cliff. It was just
Trusted you.
absolutely hilarious.
And
Um,
other things I would like to see happen is I would really like more animals, more mobs, more like
have you guys got all the rabbits and things in
yeah, we
yours
have
now?
rabbits, but it's like I want frogs or like something they're like something for the marsh themed. I want fish that you can actually like take and stick in a tank and they'll swim around. I want more things in the water that you can spawn. I mean, like,
In
cause in
other
creative
words,
mode,
Layla
it'd be
wants to
nice
play
to have
Sims.
like I have like huge walls that I try to put squid in and they keep like despawning and weird things. But
Yeah,
it's like
no,
all
the
we can do
squid is
is
like
use squid. It's like I want fish that can swim, not just when you get them, they're just nothing. I want to like put
yeah,
them back in the water and watch them swim around. I mean, I would like aquariums to be able to build like it's like
yeah.
okay, we're really good at land, desert, all those biomes, but it's like for water, it's like where like it'd be nice to have seaweed or sea urchins or coral or like tropical fish. So it's like you can do ocean underwater scenes
That's
too.
actually a really good idea.
Because I mean,
It
if you think
actually would
about it,
be.
you can make a desert. I mean, you have your you have your burnt bush, you have your cactus, you have your bunnies that match that biome. But it's like you just have squid, and then you have nothing. You just have dirt, water, and squid. That's
Oh,
your
and it brings
aquarium.
so many more possibilities. Had if they add something like coral, and if they
Coral
had
would
something
be
like
amazing.
seaweed, you
Because I
could start
mean, you
making
can
sushi,
use
for example, as a food. I
you could
mean, just
use
to name one.
you could use the
Um,
sponge as kind of coral looking, but I mean, I would like to see more underwater
yeah,
things that you can create. I mean, how
and
cool
that's
would it
for
be to
both.
make
That's for PC as
aquariums?
well.
Like giant
Yeah,
aquariums, like sharks,
yeah.
dolphins. I don't like things like even eels. I mean, just and other fish. Like I know you have a puffer fish. It'd be nice if the puffer fish swam around. You don't get to see them. You just pull them out with your fishing pole.
And it'd be cool because it'd add sort of an enemy mob inside the water because obviously a pufferfish is going to injure you, kind of like the silverfish does on land. So it'd be
And a
cool to actually,
shark.
yeah.
And then when you get into the deep ocean, you can have great white sharks.
Well, if you think about it, the water is just a big
It's a safe
safe
zone.
zone. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because I mean, if you don't have a house, you can just get into
Get a boat.
the get into a boat, or not even just spam spacebar until it goes morning, and you are completely safe from every single mob.
Yeah. Also,
Uh,
another thing I would like to see is I don't like the pictures, like how you just put them up and they're random. Like, I mean, it takes you
yes,
forever to
I
find
hate
one
that.
that you
I hate
like,
that.
and then the sizes are different, and then it'll be like up one or it'll move to a different thing because the sizes are so different. So it's hard to like put a nice picture on your wall. What I would
There
like
are
to
so
see is you being able to create your own pictures. I mean, you have all the colored blocks. I mean, you see what people do with pixel art. Like I do, I have my random Mondays where I build pixel art. How cool would it be that if
from
a sheet build like came up, grid view, and you could just plop in all your different color blocks and make your own paintings. So
yeah.
it's
See,
like,
that's more for people like you that are good with pixel art. Don't get me doing stuff like that. My paintings would be crap. But I mean, even I wouldn't mind like they could rework the entire picture thing.
well,
They
you
could
could
make,
select what you wanted.
yeah, you could have a different recipe for each type of picture.
No
I mean, it's
recipe.
not that hard. I mean, just an idea going off the
Yeah,
top of my head.
yeah,
You've got like 12 different dyes. You get your picture frame and you mix it in with a dye. It gives you a specific picture.
yeah.
And there you go. You've got 12 pictures that you can craft on your own. Or if you don't put a dye in it, then it gives you a random one. Like, I mean, like there's so many things they could do. I would like to see in the console version mods, the ability to be able to add mods. I mean, it's
Or
never gonna
like
happen
join other
because
people's worlds, and they're actually like be worlds.
yeah, I mean it's not gonna happen because of how the console works. You actually can't modify the game with mods, as far as I'm concerned. But it would be good to see that implemented somehow.
Yeah,
Even as a pack. I mean, you can buy packages and add-ons. I mean, you can start having mods as add-ons. It would
yeah,
still work.
yeah. And
That would be
yeah,
nice.
cause it. If you think about it, like I can buy the Greek mythology pack for different skins for my girl, but I'm like I don't want everything to be something you have to buy. I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be nice if it was something you can unlock, like with a trophy or like something, so people still have to play the game to
Yeah.
unlock it. But I
Well, yeah,
mean,
that's the one thing that Minecraft is missing is an objective. I mean, we all love Minecraft because we can be as creative as we want, and there's barely any limitations to what we can create. But
like
aside from the
questing.
latest feature of going to the end, killing the Ender Dragon, and you get the big heart, you finish the game. Aside from that, there's really no
Well,
objective
it'd
to
be
the
nice
game.
if they had like a little quest, a little
Yeah,
like something
kind of
that you
like
can just add
Skyrim, but
on
not
where you
that.
just open it up and it just gives you instructions on something to do next for people who don't
Yeah,
have the
they could
directions.
re I mean,
Also,
well, they've got villages in them. They could rework them instead of just trading you things. They could make you do quests.
yeah,
I mean, there's so many quests you could do. Instead of trade me diamond for emerald, how about go find me some diamond? How about
yeah.
the quest is go mine some diamond, and I'll give you
Your next
And also,
quest
I
and
reckon
it'll level you or give you potions or give you rare items.
yeah,
Also, what I would like to see for console version is more colors of blocks, more dyes. Like they did really good in the new patch. They changed it where you can have different color fences and different color doors. But it's like there's not different color, like I mean, I get you don't need different color signs necessarily, but I mean different color signs like the wood you use for signs would be different. The wood you use for chests would be different. I mean, different looking things. Like, everything that is involving wood would be nice to be a different color. And they do it in PC version where they have different colored stained glass panes. Like the
And
little... Huh?
on that note, something that frustrated me, and I don't know if that's changed because I'm still playing on the 1.83, because of our Survival Tuesdays, the server is 1.83, 1.8.3, sorry. But they've gone and modified all the doors. So now if you use oak wood, you get a specific door. If you use birch wood, which is awesome. But they haven't gone and modified the pressure plates. So our home, if you realize, our home has got all birch wood on the bottom, and then the pressure plate is oak wood, and it's got the oak wood thing on it, and it frustrates me because I've said you've got to modify. The fences now have different colors.
Yeah.
The doors have different colors. Why wouldn't you make different pressure plates for each? And it's not even that hard. You just have to make a different texture, not even a pack, a different texture for each oak. So it would match your floor because half the reason I put an oak wood pressure plate on an oak wood floor is so you don't see the pressure plate.
Yeah.
Makes it cool when you can't see it and the door just opens in front of you. I don't know if you've heard about this, but in the new 1.9 feature, they've added the ability to use both hands. You can now have a shield and a sword. They've added a bunch of... I've just read this. I haven't played the 1.9, but I'm thinking of bringing out a let's play on the 1.9 because it sounds absolutely awesome. Ability of having a shield, ability to have a quiver to hold your bows, your arrows. They've added potion tipped arrows, so now your potions will be on the tip of the arrow, which is an awesome feature.
Yeah.
And they've reworked how the combat works. So now it's not just because I agree with that. I don't remember who made this video, but someone was saying that if you player versus player or player versus monster, you're just spamming the kill button, and whoever started hitting you first or whoever had the strongest sword is most likely going to kill you. With the whole fact that there's a shield, they've added an attack delay. So they've added power attacks and a power attack delays. I'm fairly sure. Don't quote me on this. Kind of adds a different. Not necessarily will a person with a diamond sword now beat a person with a gold sword, because now it's reworked and there's actually an amount of skill in combat, which I think is a really cool feature. And I think also the fact that they've added two hands makes things like building easier. I mean, you've got wood in one hand, cobblestone in the other, or if you go mining, you've got pickaxe in one hand, torches in the other. It makes things so much easier. I think it's a really cool feature they've added.
Pickaxe and sword.
Pickaxe or sword, yeah, or pickaxe, and you can go double time.
Yeah.
I think that's an awesome feature. I can't wait to play it. And I don't think they have that in console, but that would be something probably awesome that you want to see in console.
We need more buttons. Because if you think a keyboard, you can have as many buttons as you want.
Yeah.
Like with a controller, not necessarily.
Yeah. Which actually, I don't like how they've considering the point you just made, considering the amount of buttons we do have on a keyboard, the way they've made the whole two-handed combat thing is, in my opinion, silly. Because you have something in one hand, then you press the F key and it switches it to the other. But I think they could have, the fact that we've got two mouse buttons, they could have kind of, I don't know, because it makes it difficult because there's a destroy in a place.
Keys?
You can definitely.
In WoW and World of Warcraft, you can edit your keys to be able to be whatever you really want them to be.
Yeah, not sure if you. Which disappoints me. They've never made that possible on any console game to just edit the keys. You've always had to choose between presets. I like the fact that on PC, you can modify the keys to whatever you want.
On Black Ops, like I play on lefty flipped. So my controller, like my buttons do different things. I shoot from different buttons. My crouch button and my sprint button are different than everybody else's. But
you're not able to customize it yourself. Like, I'd like to be able to go sprint and press triangle, and from now on triangle to sprint, for example. And like completely customize it and have it my own liking. But that'll be a cool feature.
We didn't even get to talk about the games that are now movies coming out.
You almost got me started when you said World of Warcraft. Who's seen the trailer for Warcraft?
I'm sorry. So excited about it.
I'm sorry, but I cannot stand when video games make movies. I've been disappointed so many times in the past,
But it's like
and
if
I
you think
just
where movies have come, at least in the past 5 years. I mean, I mean, technology and graphics and all that stuff. I mean, it's come such a long way, and they can get video game quality in movies.
I mean, it goes both ways in my opinion. I mean, I kind of dislike when movies then make video games. I mean, I was very disappointed in the Harry Potter video game.
Oh well, yeah.
I
That's
mean,
it's not gonna be
yeah, well, I'm saying that's just to make an example. It's the first one that came to mind. I mean, there are a lot of movies that have made awesome video games. I have still yet to find one video game that's made an awesome movie. I'm still looking.
good. We
Maybe
have 5
Warcraft. Warcraft had
minutes.
the Warcraft has. What do you say? Sorry.
We have 5 minutes.
Yeah, we'll end this at an hour. I think
Hopefully.
Warcraft is probably the best trailer I've seen. I think Warcraft might be the first movie, the first video game to be an actual decent movie. But aside from that, I don't think I've actually ever enjoyed video games turning into movies.
Yeah. Okay, so Diamond Pick Gaming has his own channel. So I'll put his link in the description below for you guys to click on it. And
Yeah, I have a bone to pick with all of you watching this on Layla May's channel because Layla May is telling me that you guys comment on her stuff. Oh, Diamond, you're so funny. Yeah, Layla May has 700 subscribers and counting, and I've got 160. So if you all like my stuff, hop over to my channel, hit that beautiful red button that looks exactly like Layla May's red button, and they say the same exact thing, and come watch me on my channel as well. Honestly, guys, it's honestly not that hard work, okay? I have some pretty awesome stuff. Me and Layla do stuff together all the time. And my version of what me and Layla do together is a lot better than her version of what Layla and I do together. So come check it out on my channel. Not to promote myself or anything. I'm
oh,
so promoting myself.
no, he's
But
cool.
guys, let us know in the comment section below whether you want. Right now, this talk show is a special, but if you're interested in making this a common occurrence, obviously, hopefully making it shorter. This is a special, so it's gone for an hour. It's meant to go for 20 minutes. It started off with the idea of going for 20 minutes. We've both forgot that me and Layla like to talk a lot. But if you want to make this an actual talk show that we do on a weekly basis, let us know in the comment section below whether you just want it to be a one-off thing, or whether you want it to be permanent. We're here to satisfy. I mean, I had fun. What about you?
I had a lot of fun. And also, Diamond Pick Gaming has his Minecraft build competition ending soon. There is
Yes,
still
I'm gonna
time
make
to
a video
submit
about that.
things.
Yep.
I made a video below, quite a ways back, about the rules and how to work it out. I can link that in the comments below. So be on the lookout for that. He is going to announce the winner quite soon. So get your admissions, your submissions in. And I am playing a horror game for my 750th subscriber special. We just hit over 750 today. So that is going to be coming up as well. And yeah, because this is going out on Tuesday. So
Awesome. We have a lot of things to look forward to.
yeah. So I'm super excited. Our channels are definitely growing. They're definitely changing. We
Your
like
channel.
your opinions. We like to know what's going on.
Your channel is growing. Mine has been at 160 subscribers for a month now.
You've been busy.
What am I doing wrong, guys?
You're busy. You're too busy. You're not doing
I
enough
am.
stuff
I'm
with
building a
me.
server, guys. I'm building a Diamond Pick PvP server that you should also check out. www.diamondpickpvp.com. There'll be a link in the description below. Go check it out. Opening on the 25th of April, I think. It's opening in April sometime. And if you join the website and you sign up to the website, you need to sign up to be able to get ranked. So signing up is definitely beneficial. But if you sign up before it launches, you get 75 PvP points to spend in the in-game store. So definitely go do that. Diamond Pick
And
PvP.
also, I will be making a review of it too.
Oh, you
Apparently.
agree to that? I asked her and she said she wasn't gonna do it, but now she just
Ah,
agreed. But this is a
he's an
surprise to me. So
attention
thank you,
there.
Layla. She's gonna be reviewing my server. Oh no,
Yeah,
now
I
that
can
puts
do
pressure
that.
on me.
I can do that. Okay. So
Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
yeah, thank you guys. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Please go to Diamond's channel, subscribe to him as well.
On my channel,
And
go to
we'll
Layla's.
yeah, and we'll see you. Well, yeah, we'll see you guys on our next Survival Tuesdays for sure, unless you want another talk show. So,
Well, we can do both. We can do
well,
talk and
we can put up a poll and have them vote what they'd rather see.
that's, or we could just have them both. Like if they want this to keep going, we could have like a talk show on the Wednesdays and a survival on the Tuesday. I
I
don't
put
know.
out 7 videos a week, hon.
Yeah, so it's obviously not enough, so we got to get some more. Anyway, guys, if you're listening to
Okay,
this,
we're gonna
if you're
just.
listening to this, I just got to say this one thing. Thank you for being awesome fans, because if you just sit through an hour of me and Layla jabbering on about random stuff, you are truly awesome fans. So if you're hearing this, you are the real MVP, and you guys are keeping this channel going. So thank you so much, guys. And yeah, we'll see you next time on whether it be Survival Tuesday or our next talk show.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Wee.